Julie, it's Robert.
Robert? Oh, Robert. What made you think to call after all this time?
Well, as it happens, Fiona and I are redecorating. And it made me think of all the work you put into the house, in all the rooms. Look, Jules, I'm sorry you haven't been in touch before. Fiona wasn't keen on me keeping contact. But you know what? I said solid. Julie has been an important part of my life for 7 years, and I owe it to her to keep in touch. And one of the reasons I rang was to see if you wanted anything from the house. Fiona wants to make a clean sweep. Understandable, I suppose. I know you loved that rug we bought from the Turkish market. We were completely ripped off. And what about that armchair? I know you said you're going to fit it in the flat, but I'd rather you have it than take it to the tip. Jules, if there's one image I hold of you, it's you sitting in that chair reading or looking out over the downs. I thought it might mean something to you. And there's a few other knickknacks you might like to have. What do you say?
I went all over Oxfordshire looking for fabric for the lounge curtain. I wanted something to complement the view. I wanted just the right shades of green and blue to do it justice. And I found it. It wasn't a chore. I loved it. Seeing them up and making the place so homely. No, I don't think I want anything from our old home, Robert. It's best to make a clean break. Move on with life, just like you seem to be doing.
Jules, I still get pangs of guilt at times. I mean, we were happy at the start, weren't we? Breaking up was the best thing for us, though. I mean, it was clear you were a stay-at-home type and me, well, you know. We would have made each other miserable in the long run. Are you seeing anyone?
Actually, I've realised how pleasant it is to have a space to myself. Do what I like with a flat. Lockdown hasn't exactly been the best time to go looking for a life partner.
No, sure. I was hoping there were no hard feelings between us. I mean, I couldn't blame you. It was totally my fault. And with Fiona, after everything we spoke about, you know what? I look back now and think, who was that chump? I had no idea.
No, Robert. No hard feelings. My life's different now. I think better. I know I threw myself into the house more than you would have liked, but I wanted to make it the home that neither of us really had.
Of course, and you made a brilliant job of that. I know you tried to contact me at the start, but my head was all over the place with you, Fiona, you, and then Fiona thought it's best not to keep in contact so I could sort my head out. I could see her point. So how do you spend your time at the flat?
I read a lot, I make things, and I video call with friends. Oh, you remember Angela? I speak to her a couple of times a week.
Jules, not that man-hating rebel. I mean, what on earth do you talk about? I suppose she supports you while you're slagging me off. I suppose you do talk about me?
She and her partner live not far from here, so I'm looking forward to seeing her when lockdown's over. Occasionally, I video call with Steve.
Well, my mate Steve.
Yes.
I haven't been in touch for a while. Met him for a drink in the autumn, but I didn't know you were in contact with him.
Yes. We almost literally bumped into each other after Christmas when we were both out shopping. We exchanged pleasantries and what we had planned for the day. We'd both decided that we would spoil ourselves with a nice supper of some description, so we thought it'd be fun to have it together. Virtually, of course. He was envious of the chocolate mousse brownies I made.
Ah,
It's funny how much two people have in common when they actually talk.
I suppose I come up when you're talking? Does he tell you some of the stuff we got up to when we were kids?
Not really. We talk about what's happening around us now, the films we've seen, our families, the future, normal stuff.
So, how is your mum? Still an unrepentant battle axe?
Cuz don't talk, Robert. Something I've got to do.
Oh, right. Good to talk?